Content warning. Five-sided fables ascending the apocalypse include strong language, violence, and graphic gore. Listener discretion is advised. When we last left off, you guys had just gotten done fighting this bizarre, beautiful, powerful, gigantic creature in a world that you were unfamiliar with. Companions you were unsure of. Sovearis managed to dig his way through body parts and viscera and find a small red gem, crushing it in his hand, destroying the stone. The world around you that had been fabricated to your imagination started to slip away. This evil, gigantic, Cheshire-like entity looked at you, smiled in ecstasy, and spoke. "I'm very excited to see you on the other side." Disappearing, you woke up to the sounds of bubbles and water rushing, different sorts of noises, computer in the corner. There's a second where your eyes open into the space and you can see in front of you a laboratory of different tubes and a gigantic chamber of glass filled with some green water or liquid, and a woman that is rested in it, her hands bound above her head, her legs bound just below her, and a flower, a purple flower from her chest. And just past her, a silhouette of a figure had appeared, 2 yellow eyes, and the voice, "Oh shit," as he immediately runs away from the door, the exit of this room. You guys are now in this space. That computer is still going off every now and then. What do you guys do as Sovah, Sovearis, Evindal, you guys are looking at this gigantic chamber in the center of the room? Vivian, when you open your eyes, you see 3 in front of you on these little catwalks. You have the space.
Are we stuck in, like, the tubes with the gel or the liquid?
You are stuck in a smaller chamber similar to Vivian's. There are tubes that are connected from the base of yours to that, like, run down off the catwalk onto the ground and then going and merging into hers.
But are we submerged in liquid?
You are also submerged in liquid. You're kind of floating in this space. You can breathe, yes.
Do we have like a something over our, like a respirator over our mouths or anything like that, or is it just like
aerated liquid?
It is like a weird air liquid.
Okay.
No respirators.
Okay.
Aerated, yeah.
I'm gonna place my back against the wall and push my feet out and try to bust out of this.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack, an unarmed attack.
An unarmed attack.
I was about to say, I'm gonna like press my fingertips against the glass and try to like 1-inch punch the glass and shatter it out.
Unarmed attack.
That'd be 20.
20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I am going to teleport out of it.
Max damage 13.
Max damage 13. You bump and you hear the glass start to crack and break until suddenly all the water starts to rush out onto the catwalk as you manage to start to pour yourself over on top of this catwalk now, as your naked body is currently trying to now adjust to the oxygen in the room as you were.
I'm assuming I only catch myself with one hand.
You do, as you see no arm, just one.
That was a 24 to hit.
For sure hit.
Yeah, and then the damage was 9.
9. Right after Sovearis manages to, like, the water starts to drain, you manage to etch yourself within the tank. Still large jagged pieces, kind of blocking the way, but you can crack those and move them out of the way. As Evindal, you immediately teleport, and then your body apparates just onto the catwalk in front of you as you're kind of like also gasping for air. Everyone kind of like spitting up this weird liquid. Vivian, you see these 3 in front of you break out, and you're kind of now starting to slowly come to consciousness, becoming more lucid in this space, and rage starts to build up inside you.
Vivian casts Shatter.
All the water starts to rush out from the glass as all these pieces start to fly and scatter. And you guys who had just gotten out immediately see Vivian, who is now only crouching in this now completely wrenched open metal framed, all the glass just gone, and she's like coughing out this water from her lungs. She stands to see you guys as you guys now look at her in the center of the room. The flower that was on her chest starts to glow. A luminescent purple that starts to glow in the space. And there's a sense and a feeling that comes over each individual one of you. Evindal, you feel it on your right arm as you notice down now a small budding flower attached to where your arm is missing. Sovah, the left. And then Sovearis on your ribs. Your guys' flowers start to radiate this purple luminescent. Your eyes also start to shift, a sheen, a purple glow, and then you feel almost an intense second wind come over you, as if like all of your exhaustion that you had, your mental anguish, disappears and melts away. The energy in the room, it's like you're breathing for the first time in months.
Well, I reckon I don't actually know y'all, but I do, a little bit.
Quick DM question.
Yeah.
Do we remember everything that happened in the...
You remember everything that happened in the world.
Okay.
You also remember your moments before. So we're going to talk about that real quick.
Okay.
Kind of just like outside of the narrative aspect. We'll start with you, Evindal. Evindal's last moment before. Evindal before used to do a lot of surveying out into Nars Coldra, coming and going from the last bastion, which is out in Nettle Falls, which is also known for the last line of defense for all humankind. You're on a small mission with a small mercenary group who typically would get hired out by the coalition forces. You were just supposed to be surveying some specific area to help scout for certain regiments to possibly be able to maneuver and go through different avenues of approach to help kind of like counteract and counterattack demonic forces. The last thing that you really remember, though, truly, is the over-sweeping sensation of a shadow of a tower cascading against your small company, devils and demons alike kind of battling each other and then shifting their focus onto you guys, slaughtering everyone, and then you coming unconscious. Sovearis and Vivian, you had been traveling, going back to where you last saw something to share, where you last saw what those fiends were doing, trying to explain a little bit more like what has been transpiring within Androkia, now Nars Coldra. There was a moment where you were following Sovearis' back as he was leading and scouting ahead, and then all of a sudden a sweeping sound where you hear something in the distance, and immediately Sovearis hit and struck with a shadowy, large figure. Sovah, you were going solo, a rescue mission. A certain individual, a guard, whose help-wanted poster had been placed up by either a friend or a family member of this guard in order to locate him, and his last known whereabouts was on a scouting party. You had came across the scene, only to have a similar situation happen. You heard that another beast of some type get the drop on you, and your eyes closed. So now you guys are in this space, and this is kind of what has happened individually, but everything else is still foggy. You're still trying to have to, you have a little bit of an amnesia situation going.
Right.
Vivian is going to reach up and touch the flower that is now on her chest.
You grasp at it, and it is warm to the touch. As you grab it, it starts to shrink away and start to wilt away and kind of fall off the chest. And there's just this residual small budding in the center. And these little, and you can feel as you touch it, even the indentations of vines underneath the skin as it is embedded into your flesh, into your heart.
Well then.
Is this anything Evindal would recognize from his studies or anything like that?
Go ahead and roll history.
It's good to finally meet y'all. I'm assuming in the flesh. And a lot of it right now. I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything we can cover ourselves with.
22.
Evindal, on your scouting missions out to Nars Coldra, you had heard whispers and rumors of devils and demons trying to employ new tactics using biological warfare and altering their appearances, even their abilities, shaping their powers. A lot stronger, but also more volatile. You have even came across some research notes of people who have come back, scientists who haven't made it, deceased out in North Coldra, in the frontier of it, stating like small accounts of like these flowers. They're still a mystery. You only know that they are almost like a double-edged sword. Sovah. You can find some like old fabrics off these curtains that are kind of hanging up on some of the others unused tanks on the catwalk. You can rip those off and kind of put a cloak around yourself and others, enough to share with everybody else.
I'm gonna produce my axe and look around the head of it. Is there a purple ribbon where there should be? One-handed. I can't swing it, but I can at least hold it.
You produce your axe, and there are 2 ribbons. There is a purple ribbon with some small writing on it, and then there is a red ribbon on it as well, in Dwarvish language on that red ribbon as well.
Right. I'll read both of them.
Small sentence of something sweet and kind of triggers a memory of words shared with Lavender. It's one of the first compliments you've ever paid her.
I'm in the red.
Do you speak Dwarvish?
I do.
In Dwarvish, it is a writing or scripture, really, of Dwarvish culture when it comes to a memorial, stating that, like, it was too soon. Shall you live forevermore on the other side?
Right. So it's like a memorial rite. Presumed dead. Well, it's good to meet y'all. Properly,
I wish I could say the same, but to be honest, the plants on us really worries me. They very much seem demonic in origin, and the fellow that ran off, I think we really need to get a pep in our step here.
You're right. We won't be alone for long.
Vivian, how you feeling?
Fantastic.
Good.
You guys also realize that Sovearis is not speaking in the accent that he had.
does Sovearis look like we expect him to look?
Looks exactly the way he does.
All right, fair enough. Appropriate introductions. My name's Sovah. I feel like we know each other a little bit, but that's really all I got. I mean, I need to...
Suddenly,
Say again.
Might
Don't
save
seem to have
introductions
a
for
lot of
later.
time for this.
you start to hear the alarms go off as suddenly it starts to echo down the halls. You hear a gathering of small feet starting to move into the space. That alarm going off, what do you guys do?
Are there windows or skylights?
No windows, no skylights around.
Running to block the door. I'm there with my spear.
Okay.
A weapon I can use.
So you can see this catwalk kind of like trims along the side of the room. In the room itself, just off the catwalk, is about a 10-foot drop or so onto the ground. Vivian, you're in the center, and just around you is also a bunch of dead corpses now as your eyes are starting to adjust to this space. You guys, with your passive perceptions, can start to see that there's been a lot of people experimented on. There's certain tables just ahead of you of people who have been cut open. You can see a dead body right now on one of the tables, their ribs completely exposed and their heart just beating. It seems to be beating through some mechanical measure, as there's different types of prods and clamps attached to it, kind of artificially just allowing this organs to keep going. It's crude, it's crass, it is inhumane. You said you were going to run towards the center of the room.
I figured if I was handing curtains to everybody, we'd be closer to each other, and I'd definitely run to that door that I saw the creature run out of.
Does that appear to be the only exit out of this room?
Yes. For you guys, it is directly south side of the room, and you can hear them outside and around the corners, them talking and whispering to themselves, like, what's supposed to happen? I don't know.
First on sight, as soon as I see one, a spear is going right at it. I'm holding to see if anything steps out into that doorway.
You start to see them fluttering their wings as they start to come around the corner, and they start crawling onto the corners in the lips. You peek. You see these red, small-faced, ugly, monkey-looking like creatures, bat wings on their backs. As their claws start to come around the corners, you throw one of your javelins or your spear.
My spear, yeah. That's going to be 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
7 points of piercing damage.
Immediately, you see Sovah throw one spear, lands right smack dab into the chest, and it just like falls backwards. It basically falls off of the lip of the top side of the doorway and falls to the ground, just kind of like writhing in pain, takes the spear out of its chest cavity and like stands up and hisses, and you start to see all of these bat-like things start to fly through.
He won't get to pull it out. I'll summon it to me.
You summon it to his bonus action. That'll be his action for like kind of like a surprise round. What are you guys going to do?
Vivian is standing right next to the body with the tart beating. She's looking down at it enraged that she has been someone's toy for an extended period of time here, and that others are as well.
About how many creatures?
A little bit less than a dozen. You had any spells that you wanted to do? Like any?
Yeah. So as Evindal's going to kind of just like try not to freak out a little bit, and he's going to place his also only one arm on his chest, and I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Mage Armor yourself?
I want to reach my hands into this body enraged, rip the heart out of it, and she's going to fling it.
Yeah. Well, you managed to hit one for sure. Go ahead and roll the damage on it.
18.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, he caught it.
Water balloon to the face.
Yeah.
Seen those slow-mos where they're shooting ballistic gel heads?
Yeah.
That's what just happened to an imp.
Vivian definitely went like elbow deep. Like she got in there and ripped it out. Blood is now all over her naked body. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You managed to rip out the heart itself. And as you're holding it, you kind of squeeze with fury in your hands as that heart muscle starts to rip a shreds, and all the cables and prods that were in it start to kind of like amalgamate and augment itself into just a sundered chunk of what it was. And it starts to rotate slowly into a very fast spiral as it starts to curveball its way around. It hits the same imp that Sovah had threw a spear at. And as this imp was about to jump and get on top, and immediately the prods and everything else, that chunk of meat from the heart hits the nape of its neck as it was about to dive bomb on Sovah, and then the cords wrap around its neck and it just starts to spiral towards the door and just splats, and you just hear a large flesh being sundered to the bricks itself as it just a splatter against the wall. Sovearis, did you want to do anything else? You had no action? Okay, so with that, we're going to go ahead and roll for initiative.
Dirty 20.
Sovearis?
18.
What's your dex?
Plus 3.
We got to do a roll-off. So, Evindal, what'd you get, Vivian?
9.
Okay. Yeah. I got a 3. All right. Evan at 20.
Evan at 20.
Sovearis and Sovah at 18. However, Sovearis is first. And then Vivian at 20, or at 9.
9. Let's go ahead and do this thing.
I'm going to hunt that devil down. I'm going to kill him again.
Evindal, it is your turn as you see these imps start to fly in and start to swarm around.
All right. Evindal is going to go south about 15 feet, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile at 3rd level.
Oh, okay.
Pew pew.
So I've got 5 darts to roll damage for, right? Because I don't have to roll.
You don't have to roll to attack, no.
That's 18 fire damage. Or,
Force damage? Okay.
Force, yes. Sorry.
I was like, what do you got?
Okay. On just one individual?
I'll do it all on one, honestly, on the one that's closest to Sovah.
Yeah. Okay, so Evindal, your magic missile, what does that look like as you
So
cast
basically,
it?
I'm going to kind of walk up and just not thinking about it, going to lose my cloak that Sovah got me. And just this force of energy is going to wrap around each of my fingers, and it's going to just eject off of each tip of my fingers at the...
Naked.
As the gravity of the arcane magic starts to weigh into the fingertips of your hand, the force and the power, the velocity starting to build up, kind of just like billows your cloak off of your neck, and it just like, you see all these spells kind of swirl past, each one almost looking like it's about to hit one imp, and then immediately just like ducks and pivots in the air. And so you notice one starting to come up with like this jagged like dagger, and it's about to lunge into the side of your ribs, is immediately just like gets fucking pelted with all these magic missiles.
There we go.
That is your action. You have a bonus action and a little bit left.
I'm just going to move like 5 feet to east, kind of line me up behind Sovah.
Okay. All right.
And
Hit me.
I think that's it.
That's your turn. It is now my imp's turn. The one that just got pelted is going to try to lunge at you still, Sovah, as it rushes up and immediately turns invisible.
Right.
turns invisible, and you can't see where it went. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it's going to do.
It's taking some damage. It's hiding.
And then it's now the other imp, as this one is going to fly past you, and yeah, you want to do opportunity attack?
Opportunity attack.
Go ahead.
No.
You don't want to use it?
No.
Okay, as it flies and darts around, it's going to lunge at you, Evindal, trying to attack you. As it tries to lunge at you, it gets close on top of your shoulder, and immediately you see this stinger on the backside of it. You push it off, and it starts to fly in its space, and it hisses at you.
Evindal is fighting the urge to vomit the whole time.
It is Avra's turn, followed by Sovah.
The other imps aren't doing anything?
Yeah, they made their way into the space.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That was their turn. Okay, I got you. Question.
Answers.
Do these imps have any, are they carrying any weapons, or are they just using like claws and stingers?
There are some who are holding daggers.
Is the one nearest to Evindal holding a dagger?
No, it just has a stinger.
Okay, and how long is that stinger?
It is a solid 7 inches.
So it's a
Pretty big stinger.
cool. I'm gonna rush up to it, and I'm going to I'm gonna do some unarmed attacks, but I'm also going to try to rip that stinger off to use it as a makeshift dagger.
Full unarmed attack, I would say you have to get a pretty high damage roll to be able to rip off that stinger.
That's 16 to hit. That's 6 damage, and I'm going to use a bonus action to make another unarmed attack. 15 to hit. It's another 6 damage. So 12 damage total.
Yeah, rip it off for sure. What do your attacks look like when you rush up on this thing?
Is the stinger kind of like a tail of some sort?
It's like a scorpion tail.
Like a scorpion tail. I'd say I'd rush up. I'm behind it. Oh, I should have made those attacks with advantage because I'm flanking.
Sure, if you want to see if you can get a natural 20.
I did get a natural 20.
Okay, so one of them is max damage on the...
Woo! Yeah, 6 plus the 6. So 12 damage. So I rush up behind and grab it by its tail, and I slam it onto the ground, kind of like Hulk did Loki, and just smash it on the ground, and then grab it and kind of twist and crack that stinger off and kind of flourish it in my hand to kind of get it into a dagger position.
And you're going to see Evindal go, oh, okay, that's one way to do it.
You gotta be ruthless.
Ripping feels similar to kind of like ripping open a crab leg type of situation. As it's bloodied, I would say you'd be able to use this once, as you also kill it.
That's one dead enemy.
I'll make my way over to Sovah.
Easy enough. Sovah, it is now your turn.
Well, the one that was near me is invisible. Or it disappeared. I don't know where he went. Then I'm going to go ahead and just move straight south at the individual coming down the steps.
You feel a whiff of something slightly brushing past your shoulder blades, as immediately you can hear hissing coming from the backside. Still you go.
All right. I'm going to, acknowledging that it's there, I'm going to lunge forward with the spear at the first one in front of me. Going to go ahead and attack. 16 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 7 points of piercing damage. And due to the spear, it has disadvantage on this next attack roll against me. If I stick the spear into the imp, I'm going to release the spear, and I'm going to spin back, and I'm going to grab this one behind me and smack him into the other imp. Just like grab him by the throat, whip him around, and hit him with the imp that I just struck.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to try to. That's going to be a 13 to hit. So I'm just going to grab him and just whip him into the other one.
Okay, roll for the unarmed strike damage, I guess. No, yeah.
That's going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to divide it between the two.
All right.
Okay.
Does the one in my hand cease?
Yes. It is. Immediately.
Does the one in my hand cease?
Right.
Yeah.
Then I am going to grab my spear that's in the other one.
Yeah.
And then with an action surge, because I feel rejuvenated, correct?
You do.
Right. I'm going to use my action surge, and I'm going to take the spear, and I'm going to point it with the imp still on it towards the other one directly to my west. I'm going to charge him
Yeah, okay.
and try to stab the other one with this other one attached to it.
Yeah, I'll say that's your whole movement to do so as well.
Right. 16 to hit.
Yeah.
That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. 2. Okay.
To the one behind it. The other one's still stuck on the spear.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Damn, I don't have 2 arms. That would have been so much cooler. I'm going to pull the spear out. And if I roll high enough, can I stick it back through them? Both of them.
Sure. Sure. If Sovearis can rip off a tail and use it as a weapon. Yeah.
That's a natural 18 plus 8.
Yeah. Yeah, it exceeds both their ACs together combined, so it's fine.
I will say another 7 damage as I stab him.
There's a lot of numbers that I wasn't really paying attention to. So the one that's on the spear that you like pierced and pulled out and then re-pierced, that one died as well. So its dead body is now limp onto the shaft, on the upper shaft, past the blade. As the other one is kind of like mortified to see. He's like, fuck, as you see.
And then I will pull my hand away from the spear. And using my bonus action, I will summon the spear back to my hand so that the one that's stuck on it just slaps onto the ground in front of the one that I just stabbed. And I'll end my turn.
Okay. That was like 2 turns in one. So
Action surge!
now it's this guy's turn as he's going to fly around.
That's
Take its
right.
action to dash up to...
Run away.
And this one's going to fly up. Sovearis is going to try to swipe at you. Natural 20.
Chronal shift. Reroll it.
Yes! Time wizard, baby.
Oh, no. Sovearis immediately swipe and it lunges its stinger right into the side of your neck as you take 5 points of piercing damage. And then you feel this wave.
I deflect the attack.
Deflect the attack?
I deflected all of it. And I'm going to spend a key point.
No. Not just yet, because it still nicked you in some way. As you tried to deflect it, as it just nicks you slightly, you could feel the sting kind of wave. You only take 4 now of poison damage.
How much damage total?
Total 13. You take 4 points of poison damage. You managed to deflect in some way, but being naked itself, you still managed to get nicked a little bit, and you take that 4 points of poison damage. You now see coming out of the entrance barking orders in this infernal language. Does anyone speak infernal?
Yes.
You speak infernal? Vivian, you can hear this creature coming around the corner as it holds a spear in one hand and has a brazier in the other. It's bony like a porcupine body, kind of exudes this huge mohawk from down its head all the way down to its tail and down the back as it starts barking orders at all these things like, do not kill them. Make sure they stay alive. We need them. For those who don't speak infernal, you just hear hissing and growls as it starts pointing in directions. It walks into the space and gets down into a lunging stance and starts to dart its way towards between Sovah and Sovearis as it tries to lunge towards Sovah with its spear that has these 2 jagged ends, like a rudimentary pitchfork. As it tries to jab it at Sovah, you manage to kind of deflect it out of the way, and then it immediately takes its tail to kind of also swipe at you, Sovearis. You expertly dodge it as these 2 attacks end up missing. It just cusses underneath its breath. And you just hear it hit more hisses. Yeah.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
Vivian, it is your turn, followed by more of my imps.
Okay, I'm going to use a sorcery point. I want to reach for, I would like to grab the imp.
You want to grab it?
Press my hand against him if I can. If he's close enough, can I reach out? Because I'm going to Eldritch Blast him, but I just want to touch, I want it to be
You
that
do an
close.
Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to Eldritch Blast the big man on deck. Yeah.
Go ahead and make your Eldritch Blast rolls.
12, 13.
You manage to try to place the one on top of the creature in front of you, but it manages to fly out of the way as the arcane energy starts to build up in your
What a
palm.
twat.
It flies up to just kind of like scatter away from the blast as it goes flying, and you end up hitting one of the catwalks' glass as you shattered it with your magic. Another one goes towards the big guy as immediately some of those porcupines and bone-like structure kind of just goes flying off as you shoot in magic. Go ahead and roll damage for that one.
8.
8. That is your action. You still have movement and a bonus action if you'd like to use it.
Oh, so I have 4 beeps.
If you're using your sorceries once,
Yeah.
you can do that if you want to. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it. I would say I'd still did 2, then 2, just for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're going to do it again? 2 of them?
Yeah.
I only got 1 arm.
Okay, I rolled 9 on one and 18 on the other.
I will say, which one is that 18 going towards? Is it going to the
Big
imp?
man.
Big man again? Go ahead and roll the damage.
8.
Yikes. With that, though, it is now the imp's turns as 2 more start to rush through the door.
Shit, they're just appearing out of nowhere.
And they're gonna fly high over, go back to Evindal. Try a lunge. One's going to try to lunge at you, but it uses its action to dash. As two more start to come into the space, one going towards Sovah, and then another one flying high up, using its action to dash to go towards you as it's starting to like kamikaze its way in your direction. Evindal.
And that was its whole
action.
Just came into the initiative.
So Evindal is now your turn, followed by Sovearis. You're on deck.
So, question: can I use Chill Touch to catch his face
As it tries to dive towards
he tries to
you?
catch you
for
and
sure.
just melt his face off with Chill Touch?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay.
Make sure you're rolling your attacks with disadvantage because of no light source.
I will continue to do that like I have been this whole time.
Oh, it's dark in here?
It's extremely dark.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the only small lights that are illuminating from some of the computer modules on the tanks and chambers, but it's not enough to fill the space.
18 plus 8.
Yeah.
Basically, it's going to come at me, and again, instead of like glowing the force energy, it's going to glow green, and I'm just going to catch it and then just melt its face through my hand, and I'm almost going to be like, ah!
Go ahead and roll the damage. As the imp starts to dive bomb its way into you, you manage to grab it around the neck and its chin.
That's 14 damage.
As 14 damage is done to it, it goes limp. It's like holding a really gross infernal wet fish, falls to the ground, and it like starts to like shake its head, get up, and it just hisses. It looks like it's about to like lunge at your feet.
Oh, God. I'm guessing its face is all kinds of messed up.
You want to do anything else? Bonus action or movement-wise? Stay where you're at.
I will stay where I'm at.
It is in Sovearis' turn.
So that imp that managed to give me a nice little sting there, gonna swing at him. That's 17 on the first attack, and that's a natural 1.
Wait, can I chronal shift him?
How many times can you do it in a day?
Twice.
Twice in a day?
Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
That is a 9 to hit. So still didn't hit, but it's not a nat 1.
I tried.
So the first attack...
I'm gonna say I miss on the first one, and
Go ahead and just make the damage on the first attack real quick. Like as a regular dagger attack.
that is 6 damage.
As you
I drive it up and just break it.
You drive it through its chest and twist it. You just hear a small cracking as then like you can see the dark veins on its body apparate from the poison, and it just kind of like grabs it and it starts to...
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
dead.
And then did it have a dagger on it?
That one did have a dagger.
I grab that dagger and I'm gonna use flurry blows. I'll turn around at that big guy,
Okay.
and I will use 2 unarmed strikes on old boy at advantage because I'm flanking.
Yes.
17 on the first attack, and a 25 on the second attack.
With sneak attack.
With sneak attack. Yeah, that's yeah. So grand total of 13 damage.
Okay. Yeah. How do you want to kill it?
Oh wow, oh, son of a bitch. I'd say kind of like weirdly enough, like a weird stabbing RKO. Just combine all that damage into one fucking attack, where I just leap over and like drive the dagger into his head and then come down onto the ground and just kind of like pin him into the ground in front of Sovah.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to show off because Sovah's been so fucking cool this whole time.
Some of those porcupine bone-like quills poking you and pricking you, but you manage to still bring it down as it starts to kick its legs out like a creature who's about to die. Starts kicking its legs, trying to like escape, but you immediately twist that blade once more into his throat. Blood just starts to pour out of its mouth and it goes limp. And just the sulfuric smell kind of wafts in the area. So, it's your turn. What are you going to do, bud? As you have 2 on you.
2 on me right now. The one that I had stabbed a couple times with my spear, I'm going to drop my spear.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to grab him by like the leg. I can hear him flapping nearby because now that I know that it's dark in here and I can't see well, I can hear him flapping nearby. I'm going to attempt to grab his leg and I'm just going to flip him over me onto the quills, the spine down.
Oh, that's cool.
Disadvantage, it's a 19.
You grab onto the ankle and you can feel it hissing, try to scratch at your hands to try to get away. You have it in your hand.
I can just like see the silhouette from like something across the room, and I'm just gonna swing him over and just right on top of the quills.
Go ahead and roll another unarmed attack.
Another unarmed attack?
Or improvised, so I'll count it as an unarmed strike, really.
Okay. As a 1.
It manages to...
Did I deal any damage with the initial, or was that just like a
No, because
grapple?
that was a grapple attack.
Okay.
Yeah. But it manages to slip away on that natural one.
Okay.
Okay?
That's
As you try to slam it down, it slips out of your hands, and you just hear it chuckle.
Okay.
It is now also... But it also happens to be on where Sovearis can see it, so...
Actually, I'm going to press further to the door. So I'm going to run away from both of them and run past and attempt to get to the door.
Yeah, 12 and 10 as you hear a stinger whiff through the air as it almost nicks your ear, and then another one, the slice of a knife.
Just a quick glance out the door. Do I see anything extra?
You don't. You see...
It's fucking dark.
It is really, really freaking dark.
I just like got one hand on the doorway and I'm just looking out into just darkness. And I'm like, do I hear anything
What you do
other
hear,
than the alarm that's going off?
you can start to hear some more flapping of wings coming from below.
Right.
It's almost like the sound is echoing from below, as if you're on a balcony of some type.
And this isn't like a swing door. There's no way.
No,
that I
it's
can...
just an open. It is just an open
Right.
silhouette.
All right, I'll stay there.
All right, that is your go. We are now at the imp's turns, as one is going to run at you, and the other one is going to attack Sovearis. Sovearis, the one that tries to lunge at you, it uses stinger to try to sting you. You manage to easily kind of just whiff out the way. Sovah, you immediately get plunged a dagger into your backside.
What did he roll?
I rolled a 16.
I will use shield
Okay.
and not get hit. So my AC is 18 for the remainder of this turn.
You hear the flapping noises coming behind you, and you immediately hear almost like a as it tries to run at you, and you just hear a bubble, and it's like as it hits the ground onto the side.
It's like a small, like lavender colored like hexagon that blocked it.
As that lavender hexagon, you can just see a flash of its silhouette in its face that looks up at you, kind of aghast, and then flapping wings as it starts to fly up again. It is now Vivian's turn.
Fabulous. So Vivian is going to use Shocking Grasp. So that's 14 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool.
As it's been laughing at you, trying to shoot eldritch blasts in its direction.
13.
How do you want to kill it?
She's sick and tired of it. She's like, oh my God. She's got her focus together now. Raise her hand at it, shoot a lightning bolt, and start walking.
The electricity just kind of like jumps out in these static like needles as they operate, and almost like a hand itself grasps towards the creature as it just starts to charcoal and seize up, its muscles twitching, and then just falls down. You just hear a as it hits the ground.
And she's already walking away.
And you're gonna walk all the way to down?
Yeah, as far as she can.
She shuffled her feet on the floor and then...
That is Vivian's turn. It is now this imp's turn.
Wow.
As you can see, you walk past Evindal as Evindal's like, fucking, and he like gets up and is like trying to bite and lunge at,
Well, I'm naked, so I'd be like, I imagine use like my like the shield like separation to like I don't actually touch it. I just like boom, boom, just like kicking it with like my mage armor. Yeah.
as you kick it off or whatever. Yeah. That was its turn. Okay. It is now back to the top of the round. Evindal, it's your turn.
All right. I'm just gonna chilling touch this guy one more time. You're like, all right, you just need to go to sleep. 17.
As it literally takes the pose, the action pose the baby does when it's like lifting weights, it throws it, and it's just like, you know what I'm talking about? It's exactly the pose it's making as it tried to bite you, and it's like...
As it just like screaming at me, I'm just gonna again just like grab its mouth and just like fully just like squeeze my hand and just kind of just like disintegrate the rest of its face.
Yeah, as you grab onto this mouth, it's exactly what happens. It's almost like tearing apart a very rotten apple, as the apple itself was solid and fresh, it now turns into this decayed, and you just hear this, and then you have its brains kind of just in your hand.
Just like take my hand, I'm just gonna just like throw it on the ground, just like,
That was your action. You have bonus action and movement.
I move as far as I can up to Sovah. Actually, can I move far enough to like get behind him, just like so I could be flanking for Sovah?
Oh yeah.
I could maybe make his disadvantage inert.
Yeah.
I can't see shit.
Yeah.
And then I'll that'll be me.
Okay. It is now Sovearis' turn, followed by Sovah.
All right. The one in front of me going to flourish that dagger and make 2 attacks on it with the nick property. The first one is 11. I'm going to do it. The second one, 16. 8 damage.
Still up, just barely. As you make a slash at one of its wings, it's one of the webbing to the left side wing is starting to barely keep itself up.
And I will use a bonus action to make another unarmed or another knife strike.
Heck yeah.
It hits. Another 7 damage.
You nicked one wing as it's starting to limp, and you see it just kind of like dangling. It's one wing really trying to hold the weight in the air as you just cut it off cleanly, and it starts to just poof, on the ground and starts bleeding out. Its eyes just go gray. That is your action and bonus action. Do you want to use anything else, movement-wise?
I will move just directly south by the other end of that door and just, kind of group around the imp.
Okay, so it is your go.
I'm going to just one arm, just like hammer fist down on top of it to try to knock it to the ground. An 11 to hit.
You whiff around, dodges and dances around.
Then the second attack, I'm gonna look in its direction, look in the direction like dark. I can't see anything, so I'm just kind of 1,000-yard stare. I'm gonna just be, God damn it, hold still, and I'm gonna grapple it. That is a 14 to hit.
You now have it grappled.
I'm just kind of like grabbing him by like the shoulder and the neck because of his size, and just kind of holding him there.
You can feel its tiny hands grasping onto your hand as well as it's trying to like wrench its neck free and trying to like wiggle its way out. And it is moving and jutting.
I'm just trying to hold it still. That is my action.
All right. It is now Vivian's turn.
All right. Annoyed. I'm just going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay, yeah.
12.
You got one more.
Oh, word. Fuck. Jesus Christ. My rolls have been so bad.
Does she get advantage? Because we're literally like all gangs surrounded.
No, I quite literally got a natural 1 on the second one.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm going to blow Sovah's other arm off.
I need these.
1.
So if you take 1 point of Eldritch Blast damage.
I saw that. It like winged me in the shoulder.
It does.
One of them's casting spells.
Sovah, as the stinger kind of comes up from around and it stabs you into the forearm on which you're holding it, you take a solid 20 points of poison damage. Oof. And 13 points of piercing damage as it rolled a crit. That is its turn. It is now Evindal's turn. As you see this thing sting into Sovah's forearm and it almost like juts out the other side, you can see the small stinger in between the bones and kind of starts to poke through the skin just a little bit on the other side.
Once again, and almost like annoyed, I'm really already getting tired of this. Chilling touch, I'm just going to reach in and kind of palm the back of the skull. 16.
As you're holding it, you can just see this this gauntlet of like necrotic energy.
That's 11.
Okay. It is still up as it Sovearis, it's your go. After 20?
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
I was just going to walk up and just break its neck. Just very subtle, just like literally walking up to it and just grab and just...
As Sovah's holding it and just like moving around and jutting around, Evindal's like, ugh, grabs the head and a lot of that decay happens and it kind of like lulls for a second. It's like, and it's just like trying to bite and
As handy as magic is, it's very quick to just...
goes limp in your hand.
Not all of us have the upper body strength to break a neck.
Right. I will wrench the stinger out of my forearm. I'm going to put the wound up to my mouth, and I'm going to pull out as much of the venom as I can and use a second wind to heal a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead and Far Cry your way out of this.
That's 11 hit points. Better than nothing.
As now as like all the enemies have been killed in this space, you start to hear the fluttering of wings coming from down a ways, and it feels somewhat far, but the alarm's still going off.
I'll toss that imp to the other pile that I created over on the wall. Look at my forearm. Fuck, that hurt. Can y'all see anything?
Yes.
Oh, right. I'll produce a dancing light. Just a small one that I'll kind of keep in my hand so I can kind of like move it around as like a small flashlight, almost like my phone light. It creates 10-foot of dim light so I can see enough.
You can now see that just ahead of you is about 20 foot far floor until you see a railing. And on the other side of that railing is just a deep drop. And a circular, large chamber that you're now in. There's stairs that go down on your right, that spiral down the wall. And then there's stairs that spiral up on your left. And you can hear the fluttering of wings coming from past the railing down, deep, deep down, as the alarm is still going off in the room behind you.
Is there any indication, did we see which direction those eyes moved? Did they go left or right?
And not with your passive perception.
All right.
It's kind of hard to distinguish.
What's the next move?
I need my stuff.
I gesture to an empty slot on my arm. I also need my stuff.
Yeah.
Me too.
Our stuff might not even exist anymore. We just need to get out of here.
That's fair enough. Up, I'll lead the way.
I think
Maybe
I should lead the way. I'm faster and I can see better.
I'll be behind you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gosh.
Okay. Which direction are you going to take in Sovearis, left or right? There's right going down and there's left going up.
We're going up.
You start to go up. As you spiral going up, you now see, as you're getting past the first incline of steps, it then goes back into a plateau of flooring that kind of still crescents and hugs the wall. You see now, just ahead of you, is there 2 hallways. One similar to the opening, just like the one you came from, and then another one just past that, and then more stairs that continue to keep going up.
Okay, what do I see in the hallway?
You peek your head around the corner. Are you guys rolling stealthy? You being stealthy for this?
I would, because we can hear the imps below. We can't hear anything coming from up. I would assume it's relatively okay. Plus, they know we broke containment. So, I mean, I'm kind of throwing caution. I need my stuff. So, not really trying to be stealthy on this one. Just kind of like looking and...
Yeah, you peek around the corner. Down the first hallway, you see a series of different chambers. They look like jail cells. You would have to go inside to kind of get a better look.
Okay. Keep going up.
Keep going up. You go past that first hallway, and then the second hallway on your left, taking another peek. It's this time a different series of like tables and such with clutter and anything kind of around.
Nothing of note.
You want to try to investigate it?
I could send a dancing light in there and give us...
Well, I have 120 feet of dark vision, so that's why I was like, I can...
You can go ahead and roll perception if you want.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just to see if there's anything...
Can I look too?
You may.
While we're on this awning, I will switch it so that I'm last in line. If anything comes up behind us, I can attempt to stop it.
Yeah.
11. 23.
Clutter that you see looks to be old clutter of what looks like a former study room of some type. It's a big open space that has a series of different bookshelves that kind of been tossed over, like a series of different notebooks and such.
Oi, where's our... You read?
Of course I read.
Okay, well, we'll come back here. Keep going. Keep going up.
Continue to keep going up another flight of stairs as it gets to another plateau. And then you see one more hallway. This time, the floor doesn't continue. There's no more stairs going upwards anymore, but there is one hallway that looks like a tunnel that goes further. You're going to go down that hallway?
Yeah. Do I see anything, like no doors or anything? Is it just a tunnel?
As you go through the hallway, you can now see 2 hallways on the right, 1 hallway on the left, and then it continues to go forward, and then another right.
Okay, if I like take a peek down each hallway, is there...
The hallway on the left looks to seem like some level of quarters that has been sundered. That was the one on the left. The first door on the right looks like to be a storage room of some type. You see a bunch of crates and empty boxes.
Does it look familiar to Evindal?
It would not look familiar.
Okay.
The second hallway is a pretty big open space with these steps that lead down into a chamber-like situation where there are a series of different globule orbs that are rotating in the space, floating and hovering.
Are they illuminating any light?
No light is being illuminated.
Are they hollow? Are they solid? Like,
You want to go up and touch and investigate?
I'll go up and take a look at them and see what they are, if I know anything about what they are.
Step inside to get a closer look. Go ahead and roll perception.
Vivian wants to keep walking.
Vivian, as you continue to go around the last hallway, you can see there is light coming from the silhouette of the door, the gaps in the door.
I got a 16 on perception.
You can notice a sphere that is made out of water, and it has small indentions that roll me history.
Okay. I was going to say history or arcana.
Yeah, arcana would be good. It looks like a globe.
Nice.
I'll keep about 5 feet between Vivian, so we're not separated. One of us isn't separated.
Natural 20 plus 4, 24.
It looks like a permanent casted spell of some type of divination magic to help inquire where stuff or things are. It's a gigantic sphere of the globe of Earth.
We found the camera room.
And it is floating in space. Vivian, you're going to continue to keep investigating that door?
See if I can hear anything behind it.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
I'll make my way over to Vivian as well.
Yeah, I would have investigated with him a little bit and then followed.
Yeah, you would have been able to ascertain this as well. As you see, this is almost like a observation room, observatory. It reminds you a little bit of the Grand Library. There's like a planetarium that you guys had back in your past, and it kind of
It's almost like an orrery.
Exactly.
I got a 20 for...
You hear the sound of like someone in armor, heavy footsteps moving on the other side. You're gonna open it?
No, I informed the group of what I heard. Fabulous. So there's another one of those big guys behind this door.
Big guys.
Big guys in what way?
I don't know. Maybe spiny, maybe on fire, definitely armored.
Well, some details. What?
Did you look at it?
Yeah, did you hear anything?
The door is closed. We're all in front of it. Did I see it? No, but I can hear him.
That's what I asked.
I need my stuff. Kick the door open.
You open the door and you can see a gigantic balcony as you look out and you see just one lonely figure who is kind of like pacing back and forth.
Is there any sort of recognition? Have I seen an individual like this before?
Roll history.
An 11.
Hard to tell.
I was about to say, can I Scooby-Doo over his...
Yeah, sure you can. Go ahead, roll perception as well.
Same as well for me.
Yeah. You guys all
All
roll
four
perception.
heads are
All
just-
four heads.
It's another nat 20.
Nice.
19.
Sovearis, you can see it a lot better as it has this long hair that is pulled up into a high ponytail that kind of cascades past its shoulders, and it has this purple skin and sharp ears, and its face has these different series of snakes that kind of like fall down and then into a sleeping, coiled position. It is in chainmail armor as it's kind of just like pacing back and forth with a glaive in its hand as it's just stroking its snake beard, muttering to itself something that you can't tell from this distance.
There's a purple-skinned, long hair, ponytail, snaky
Got some
beard.
snakes for a beard, yeah.
I got an idea who this might be.
You can either roll religion or arcana if you want to ascertain the nature of this entity. If you are proficient, though.
I will do that. 22.
You know that this is to be a bearded devil. Somewhat of a middle rank in the legion of devils when it comes to the Blood War. You know this because you've also been traveling around here. They've been prevalent for the past 20 years. Bearded devils themselves are nothing to scoff at.
So yeah, I do think we've got a bit of a shit show here. This devil is a bearded devil, and I do believe he's quite the issue.
I'm going to put my hand on Sovah. We're going to be stupid. And then I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on Mans.
How long does that last?
Only works for a minute.
Hold on. I'm going to push the door open. Be like, hey there, buddy. It's been a minute.
You see, as you guys you just walk out buck naked, right?
I just imagine we're all like peeking, and then Sovah just pushes it down, and we're all still just like in the peeking position.
And you say that, and it looks at you and it says, Sovah. As he growls in a low growl, how did you get out?
I don't reckon I did much, but these other ones you put in those tanks? Do you want to do this?
Oh, I very much do.
Hold on, I don't have my... Was it 4 times? 5 times?
6 times have you killed me, and for each time I will loosen your flesh, rip you asunder. Come, let's dance. As he gets into a fighting stance, this time you will be the one to die.
Literally with one arm tied behind my back. Right on?
How many times have you said that sentence? Probably 6.
Can I ask, we are on a balcony, correct?
You are on a balcony, yes.
Could I rush forward and try to shove him off the balcony?
He's not that close to to the railing.
Well, I mean, how far can you shove?
Can all 3 of us rush and shove this man off the fucking
Just
balcony?
bump rush him.
He's in the... He's kind of he's about 20 to 25 feet away
Just
from
catapult him, Vivian.
Oh my fucking gosh, dude. He's closer to the center. He's closer to the center of the floor. And I mean, it's a pretty open, big balcony. But what you can see outside is you can see the skyline of Nars Coldra just outside.
What time is it?
It is dark. It is nighttime.
So if all 3 of us look at each other, go, oh fuck, what did Sovah do? And run at this man and push him off the balcony?
I mean, it doesn't seem feasible. If it's not feasible, Sovearis isn't going to do it.
Let's roll initiative for this
Damn
one.
it.
Come on.
Is there anything else up here, or is it just him?
From what you can see in the space, it looks like it's just him.
Fuck.
What did we get on initiative?
And
I got 13.
I got that in 18?
21.
It is Sovearis' go, naturally.
Kind of distance away.
He is 30 feet away from you, specifically. Sovearis, you're taking note of the environment around you, and you happen to notice that the shuffling sounds of that armor that Vivian had said that she heard wouldn't be coming from the armor that he's wearing currently. His armor wouldn't make such loud noises that way, especially with an open space like this.
So there's other people in the room.
That is your natural presumption with your passive insight.
Is there a balcony like above us? Like another...
It is a gazebo ceiling above you, so it's like a dome-shaped ceiling.
But there's no like ledge or anything around?
No ledges, no. And there's like a few columns that kind of help hold up that gazebo.
Okay. You said, did you want to? And then I cut you off. I apologize. What were you?
I was just like asking if you wanted to do any level of perception, or...
Does it take an action?
It would take an action here in this situation. Or you can just run up on Sovah's arch nemesis here.
Well, it's not Sovah's.
Oh, he's not my nemesis. I'm his nemesis. For sure. He's not mine.
you know him 6 times.
I am the bad guy in his story.
I'll make perception checks and everything. I'll stay back because I don't know what this guy can do. Sovah seems to know him. So I'm going to sit back and definitely make a perception check to see if I notice anything.
Please, make a perception roll. Do it.
I will.
Why do you say it like that?
Wow, stop.
That's a nat 20.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Nat 20, yeah.
Bro, those dice roll hot.
That's it.
That's a nat 20 plus 7, so 27.
Fire.
You're noticing the ceiling first. That was your first initial instinct with your passive perception as you take a look up, and you happen to notice the columns that I mentioned before. There's 4 columns that are holding up this ceiling, and it is on your... Can you back up? Can you get away from me? What are you doing?
Double checking the recording.
I read.
No, yeah, I understand that. I'm double checking hours to make sure we don't go over again.
Back up. He's trying to peer.
Get out of my space, please.
He's trying to peek into my DM screen. You follow the columns down. There's one to your northeast, one to your northwest, and one to your direct west, and one to your direct east. And you happen to notice that on those columns themselves are these a little bit larger than statues, which you would have suspected would just be part of the decorations of whatever this architecture was. However, there's been too many scuff marks that you've noticed to realize that these statues are actually
Weeping angels, thank you.
gigantic armor, animated armors. As you can see, peering further into the slits of one of the helmets, an arcane blue glow appears for eyes.
You said it was light in here, so I can see.
Yes, there are torches and the candelabra hanging from the ceiling, plus your globule of light as well.
Flashlight?
Yeah.
Are those suits of armor near the edge?
They are actually 10 feet away from an edge.
I will move probably 15 to 20 feet to the west and then move up north another 10 feet or so. And I'll use a key point to patient defense to have both the disengage and dodge action active.
Okay. It is now my bearded devil's turn. You see him as he stands a halberd poised in position to be able to attack you. He smiles, places one hand off of the halberd as he reaches into a satchel on his side, and he pulls out a device of some type as he presses a button. I can't wait to torment you for another 6 months. And then suddenly you hear the sound of shifting rocks as the animated armors themselves start to come off of the columns on each base here. As each magical armor starts to shift and move, they're holding great swords as they pick it up and bring it at attention, as they then point it in the direction, all pointing at Sovah. They take their dash actions, and as they start to run into the center, Sovearis, you standing in the way just quite a bit. Do you want to make an attack of opportunity as it runs past you towards Sovah?
You know what? I will. I will.
Attack
I will
of
use
opportunity?
An attack of opportunity.
Okay.
16.
As you try to take a swing attack, the armor just deflects the blow, dealing no types of damage. The bearded devil in the background cackles with laughter. As he starts to walk his way further up, not worried about it, he's just going to enjoy. There's a seat here as he sits down in it.
About how far away does he walk away from me?
An entire 30 feet.
Okay.
So you are now 60 feet away from him.
Okay.
And so that will be all their turns as they took dash action. Sovah, it is your turn, followed by Evindal, followed by Vivian.
So he's 60 feet away from me.
He's 60 feet away from you, and you are surrounded
Right.
by huge automaton-looking mother sons of guns.
That's fine. Right. So what's about to happen on my turn here? I am going to dash. I'm not use my action, but I'm going to run straight at him. And I'm going to use my bonus action, Second Wind. So I'm going to heal. So I'm going to heal 8 plus 5. So I'm going to heal another 13 hit points. And then because of Second Wind works, whenever you activate Second Wind with a bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Move the 20 feet and then use my 40 feet as a speedy, and I will be in his face.
Oh. They don't even get an opportunity
No,
attacks?
because of the tactical shift. Whenever you activate your Second Wind with a bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yo. Okay.
No, you can't do that. I said so.
And then as I am mid-movement, like about halfway to him, I'm going to throw my spear.
Okay.
And while I'm continuing running, as soon as the spear gets right to him, I'm going to summon it back to me and then lunge in and stab him. Pin him to the chair.
Really fucking cool.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll for an attack on that.
Advantage because it's cool.
No.
Brady.
No, if anything, you wouldn't be able to do it because you have a bonus action to have to summon it back to you, which you wouldn't be able to do as a second win.
I just do
But
it.
for flavor,
That's
we'll
fine.
do it, yeah?
19 to hit. I'm stabbing him square in the chest.
Okay. As he manages to sit down, he gets prepared, ready to see what's going to happen. As the spear starts flying his direction, he immediately sees like, whoa, what's... And then suddenly, as it teleports back to your hand, and you're like right there, it's almost... It's just really fast, kind of Sakamoto days type of speed. You lunge it into the side of his shoulder as he grips onto it with his hand. He's like a part gassed and a part furious at the fact that you just managed to slip out of that. How much damage did you deal?
10 points of damage. And then, with my second attack, if you'll allow it, I'm going to snatch the remote from his hand.
Yeah, let's go ahead and I will treat it as a 3/4 cover on him on an AC. You have to
So
do
it's like
his
a high AC to hit it?
high AC to hit it with an unarmed strike.
All right. Can I break combat in one round? Brady, it's a natural 18 for a 26.
Yeah, you managed to take it from his hand.
Oh, the defeat.
Yeah, you managed to take it from his hand.
I snatch it from his hand like this, and I press the button on it.
Which there's 3 buttons on it.
Okay.
There's a big one. There's the one next to it, and then on the side there's another one. Which button are you pressing?
Big one.
Press all of them.
Press the big one,
Press the big one.
and you just pressed it once.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how it works.
The animated armors immediately like shut down as they like started to lunge in that poised like lunging position. Stop halfway through as you guys manage to see all of these shift and just like dash in. Sovah immediately beelines it that way, manages to stab the dude, lets go of the spear, reaches into his hand as he had focused more on spear, pinning him to the chair, snatches and presses the button once more. Very Batman.
Open balcony, open air.
Open balcony, open air. It looks like a 500-foot plummet down. You throw it?
Yeah.
No.
I would say you used a lot of your movement and your action to throw. You could probably throw it.
Completely fair.
I've even been nice with like pressing the button.
I completely understand.
So you reach and you grab it and you press the button. I will say that is the extent of what you do. Okay. Evindal.
Now, standing in front of this man, butt ass naked.
11-inch wang.
You just see his mortified
in his
face, and then there's a silhouette shadow of Sovah's dick imprint on his face.
That's my ride.
That is your whole turn. All right, Evindal, it is your turn, followed by Vivian.
Oh man.
I built for combat. It's my thing. It's what I want to do.
So after seeing,
And you only heard his bare feet hitting the ground like
That's so gross.
he's just
wasn't
gonna
his
like
feet on the ground actually.
My movement towards Sovah, I will hold Firebolt until the demon makes it an attack on Sovah.
Okay, yeah. You can hold your... Yeah. You run off to the side just a little bit to be able to get a line of sight on what you doing.
So how far apart are these statues standing right now?
Currently, they are standing a solid 5 feet apart from each other.
Fantastic. I'm gonna cast Shatter on them.
It's in Newt, so it's not even moving. So it automatically fails. You just roll damage. 15?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I feel bad.
No, this is great. The pieces of animated armor start flying as you cast Shatter in the center of the space in which they're standing around where Sovah was. A loud, thunderous boom echoes and reverberates 300 feet or something like that. As that thunderous echo, especially off the top of the tower, there is just flying parts everywhere. You do a massive total damage of 30 on each one. They still seem to be upstanding, however, they look severely damaged. That is your turn.
Yeah, Vivian is going to lean up against the railing behind her.
Yeah.
And just cross her arms. She's mad that we're even in this fight.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry.
As Vivian's turn is over, we now hear the sound in the distance coming from inside. Flapping of wings coming from the corridor behind you.
Giant white dragon.
As imps start to appear from outside the balcony, as they start to fly in, they hear that thunderous noise. They use their action to dash to where they're at right now, so they're not going to make it anywhere close to anybody anytime soon. Sovearis, as you can start to see these winged creatures flying in like bats out of hell. Okay, Sovearis, it's your turn. As two are starting to fly, and they're like starting to make their way. They're still like 10 feet up in the air, flying and like trying to dive into the situation, see what's going on over here.
How far is that bearded devil from me?
We'll say 60 feet.
I'm going to bonus action dash and move. Yeah, I'll move all the way up to him. I still got an additional 20 feet after that. And I'm going to like full on sprint. And he's sitting on a chair, correct?
He is.
Is the chair rooted to the ground?
Yes, it is. Statue. Yep.
As I get within like 2 feet of this guy, using that momentum, I'm gonna like jump up and kind of like lariat almost around his neck and try to drag him over the chair.
Make it an unarmed strike to like topple him over for sure.
Yeah. 16?
16 will do it.
With Sovah there, could I get sneak attack on this or no?
You're using the dagger to kind of lariat him down?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. If you're doing the dagger to strike him, yeah, and pull him down.
That's 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. You lunge the dagger into the other side of his shoulder. The spear still embedded in his armor and his flesh. You manage to wrench him over the side of the chair itself. I will say that he rolls out of the way and kind of like stands up, both weapons out of him now, as he's looking furiously at Sovah. Give that back. You don't know what you're messing with.
That was part of my attack action. I have the nick property. I can make another attack. So I'm gonna...
Poor guy.
2 11s. So, 17? Yeah.
Jeez, Jess, Michael, thank you guys for being the DM's nightmare.
6. Hey, he's gonna get our ass back.
You should.
He took my arm.
Took his little remote.
Just kind of like quick jab into the ribcage.
You like stab him one more time when he's like, you don't know what you're... Fuck! He like spins the halberd around himself to kind of get in a better advantage position now that he's fighting both of you on either side. He comes to us, stop. And he realizes, I was really trying to avoid another death from you. But you know what? I'll come back. You won't be able to come back from this. As he lunges towards you, he drops his halberd. What is your current AC?
It is a 13 currently.
13 currently.
Currently.
Okay.
If
13 currently.
now, can I shield it?
You can certainly try.
I'll try. Use my reaction to shield, see if I can protect it further. So if we put a +5, 18.
18. Plus 5.
So then shielded 23.
He has to roll a 19 or higher in order to try to wrench free the items again. 2 18s. Okay. He runs towards you for a combined total of 22 to try to grapple the item out of your hand and wrench it free. And then all of a sudden that lavender shield, that hexagonal shield, as he reaches and it doesn't make purchase, as it just kind of shunts his hand back and you manage to wrench yourself free from his attempt to grapple. I will say, Sovearis, you can make a opportunity attack as he tried to position himself on the other side of Sovah if you want.
Sure.
And then it will be Sovah and Evindal and Vivian's turn.
Another weird question, because we were flanked and he's moving, do I still have advantage since we're flanking? He's moving out of flank?
Sure.
I didn't hit him. I got a 7 and a 3 on the die. 13.
So now it is Sovah's turn. You have, what are you going to do now?
As he kind of maneuvers around me, I'll spin to meet his gaze. Be like, well, you kept me here for 6 months. It's a lot of time for me. Wonder how long it'll take you to reform this time, and I'll whip it off the edge.
You throw it off over the edge. He's like, no! Reach and grab it! And he screams at one of the imps who is flying by.
And as he turns his attention, I'm going to grapple him by the throat with my one arm. Or attempt to grapple him. That's a 19 plus 8. So then he needs to make a 16 strength check to not be grappled. So then I got him.
You got him.
I'll,
As the snakes are more focused and preoccupied on the item being thrown off over the edge.
I'm gonna...
This is the most boring combat encounter ever. What a mini boss is this? It fucking sucks.
I'm gonna kind of
That's not your fault.
lift him a little bit. I'm gonna use half my movement, and I'm gonna drag him to where I threw off the remote.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to drag him to the edge of the balcony. And as he kind of scrapes his feet on the ground as I'm dragging him, be like, you can go get it if you want. And I'll drag him a little closer.
With 20 feet of movement, you can get him to be about like right about here, okay?
Damn, if only I had a...
You almost have it. You're almost like, maybe next round.
If I use my second wind feature again and move that extra 20, would that be enough to push him over?
It would give you another 10 feet of movement.
Or will I need an action to throw him over?
You would need one more action to throw him over.
I'm still going to use the second wind and use the 10 feet and press his back against the back of the railing. Just like holding him there. Very Batman-like. But I'll use my last second wind charge. So that means I get a heal. A 1. 6 hit points. And I will have him grappled. Pressed against the railing.
Okay. You have him pressed up against the railing.
Oh, what a sentence.
Evindal, it's your turn, followed by Vivian. These imps are starting to fly in. There's starting to be more coming down. So you haven't been able to see it, but you can start to hear them starting to come out of somewhere. Evindal, you have them flying in from the southeast and southwest portion of the opening through the tower.
Since Vivian's clearly got that other side covered, I will head to the southwest.
Did his held firebolt ever trigger?
Oh. I'm sorry. Do you want to use it?
No, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, it's cool.
How about you use it on one of the imps? You want to use it on one of the imps?
I mean,
Yes.
would it
yes,
count
he does.
for...
Yeah. You want to use one of your... Yeah, use it on one of the imps. Go ahead and make a firebolt, and then you'll have your whole action and turn. Okay?
Perfect. It's 12 to hit with firebolt.
Misses on the imp.
Okay. And then I'm going to move down to that southwest gate. Not all the way up to him. Probably keep like 20 feet on him. And I'll cast Ray of Frost.
This character is going to be such a funny NPC for us now because he's just going to keep popping up being like, I'm back again for you, Sovah. And we're going to be like, oh, shut up.
Well, see, the last few times I've killed him, it's probably been out in like combat, or this time it's personal. He's wasted a significant portion of my time.
13. That is 6 cold damage, and movement is reduced by 10. So basically, Evindal's just going to kind of run to the corner, hold in my hand, it's going to like freeze a little bit, and then shatter, and I'm going to shoot my Ray of Frost at one of the imps.
Ray of Frost develops on one of the imps as it slows them down. The other one making traction and still speeding towards your direction. That is your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Vivian, it is your go now.
right. Vivian is going to use magic missile on the imps. How far away are they from me?
They're 50 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm going to send 4 darts at every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Do it.
One of them takes 2 damage.
Okay.
One of them takes 3 damage.
Okay.
One of them takes 3 damage.
Okay.
And one of them takes 3 damage.
Okay. All right. Pretty good damage all around.
Yeah.
What do Vivian's darts look like?
Yeah. What do they look like?
Purple.
Thank you.
Very descriptive.
Guardians, they are purple.
Purple. Thank you.
The rest is all up to you.
She's sitting there, still cross-armed, still upset. She just kind of throws her arm forward and, like, her hand flutters for a second, and off the tips of her fingers, 4 darts go seeking missile style at them.
Something actually a little bit different about this magic missile.
Okay.
Those purple darts that kind of flutter in the palm of your hand start to look like petals, flowers, as they start to wisp away, then becoming powerful and more enhanced as they streak across the air, cutting corners, and immediately just ricocheting off of imaginary walls right into the creatures.
Vivian closes her fists, now angry. Fantastic. She's off the railing. She's now standing up. Great. Thank you. So much.
As the magic just feels a little bit more powerful, a little bit more emotional. It is my imps' turns. As they were bombarded with magic missiles, they're going to use their action to dash and fly all the way up to Vivian. As a few more start to appear, Sovearis, coming from the flank side of the northwestern opening of the balcony. As 4 of them start to appear, they dash their ways in. Starting to look pretty intense here, but that is their turn. It is now your turn, Sovearis, as you start to see a flood of them starting to come.
How far away are they on the west side from me?
Closest 140 feet.
Okay, I'll use my full movement to get up to the closest one. And
I guess you get between 2 of them, honestly, if you wanted.
yeah, that's fine. And I'll make 2 attacks with the Nick property.
Yeah.
1 on each of them.
Maybe not that first one.
Maybe not that first one. 19 to hit on the second one.
Try to swing at one, it immediately just ducks out of the way, and then you go for the second strike on the other one, unawares, because it thinks you're still focused on the first.
That is 8 damage.
8 damage. As you nick it into the side of its stomach, it wrenches forward, and it kind of starts to flutter down on the ground, looking really bloodied.
Okay. And then I'm going to bonus action, use patient defense, and use my final key point.
Sounds good. It is now the bearded devil's turn. Yeah, he's going to try to break free.
It's a strength save 16.
20. As he actually, instead, as he's trying to hold on from falling over, you can see all of Nars Coldra, the ash, the smoke, and the fire, the residual embers burning in the distance. A never-ending war on Earth. What a sad sight to see. The devil looks at you, and he smiles once more, starts to cackle to himself, and instead of losing from the grapple, he welcomes it, and he hugs you.
I knew it.
And immediately tries to throw himself over with you in his arms. I need you now, as he grapples you, to make a...
I make a strength check to see if I resist the grapple.
Please.
But that's going to be an 8.
You fail.
I do.
As he uses 15 feet of movement. That's all he needs. And he takes you with him as you guys plummet over the edge.